Hello, I'm Tim, and last year for Rural Housing Week, I tried to bust some of the rural housing myths so that councillors and planners would know the truth about rural development. And it worked! We have seen a 500% increase in rural development. Over 20,000 rural families can stay in their villages, and planners and housing associations, we hold hands in public, and we've got a treehouse den, and we're each other's best friends.
We tell each other secrets and everything.
Okay, things haven't changed that much, or at all, really. Which is a shame, because affordable housing can be the thing that keeps a village alive. It's the development equivalent of a defibrillator. Let's have a look at two hypothetical villages. Villageborough and Hamilton. They're near Townville in the snappily named County of Shireland. They both have a choice to make. Do they build affordable homes or not build at all? Villageborough says no, but Hamilton says yes to a development of 15 homes on a rural exception site that can only go to local people. What happens next, I hear you cry? Well, Villageborough stays the same for a while. Hamilton, however, well, that gets a bit more traffic. The new homes aren't in the centre, but at times, past the village shop, it's a little bit awkward to drive through. And at school drop-off time, the village primary is a bit busier. But you know, only when it's raining, because who wants to walk their kids when it's raining? The people who have lived in the village for ages are a bit annoyed by it. And you may hear things like, "I told you so," and "This isn't the village I remember." Back in Villageborough, no one says anything. Because quite frankly, they'd be very odd if they went around commenting on their enjoyment of the status quo. "Morning, Marjorie. Isn't it marvellous there hasn't been any structural change within the parish?" In Hamilton, the village pub gets a bit busier during the evening, for example, and there have been some rowdy moments, but they pass. The school is forced to get another teacher in to cope with the number of children, and the extra funding they can raise with those oh so lovely bake sales, book sales, jumble sales, and all the other things schools force you to buy these days and participate in, helps the school's Ofsted rating go up though, by all accounts. And the new teacher, they know the kids because he lives in the affordable houses on the new developments, because he was brought up in the village. The Villageborough school is threatened with closure. The class sizes are too small. The Villageborough pub tries promotion after promotion, and the brewery pulls the plug and moves out. It's just not financially viable. The people who live there aren't pub goers, and if they do go to the pub, they go to the city where they work. Or they drive to friends, because they don't know anybody in the village anyway. One of the good things about the village shop in Hamilton is that generations of village kids got their first job there. And the kids who once worked there are now grown up and living in the affordable houses. They're the nurses at the surgery, the teachers at the school, and they work in offices and shops. The village shop expands to be a little independent supermarket. It does more than milk and bread. There's local veg now, and local meat. Local meat. And the people who work there live in the village like they always have done. They live in the affordable houses. They're part of that community. The village shop is still in Villageborough. It's very small and does the essentials only. You will not find any local meat. And even if they wanted to expand, they wouldn't find the people to work there. On that wage, it's too expensive to commute. But, and this is a big but, whoa, those house prices in Villageborough, they just go up and up. I mean, it's a great place to sleep and to commute from, and there's a supermarket, well, just 5 miles away, and the secondary school runs a bus, but you have to drop the kids off at the bus stop on the main road because the buses don't come to the village anymore. I mean, there's no need. Oh, but it's so pretty and unspoilt, and you can literally go days without seeing anyone. Caring for the older people in Villageborough? Yeah, that gets a bit more difficult too. The surgery stays open, but there isn't a regular bus service anymore. Getting to hospital appointments is a real task. And since the post office closed, there's no way of getting money out. I mean, it's alright for those of you that know how to use computers. I could go on. Wow, really? I could. There's some big choices to be made. Do we keep communities alive with different experiences and a range of incomers and locals? Or do we keep house prices up for the people who already live in the villages and who can simply sell up to the next wealthy incomer? Do we go for unspoilt and expensive, or changing and affordable? Rural people and the children of rural people deserve to live in their rural communities. They need the housing, and it needs to be in places we want to protect. You don't protect villages by keeping them in aspic. You protect villages by letting them live, by bringing life to them, by letting them thrive. And how can we make it happen? Housing associations, councillors and planners need to climb up into that treehouse and share some secrets and become the best of pals. Because we need each other to protect the future of rural communities.